I just realised the mic was off there, so I do apologise if you've missed any of that, which is probably all of it. Anyway, as I was saying, yes, so I've started Leader of Men by Nickelback. It's from their 1998 album, I believe, The State it's called. Um, it's just a brilliant song. I absolutely adore it. So I'm just going to get the file open up here so you can see all the stems from what I've been recording for it. So there we go. So top one, that is the intro acoustic. The middle one is the backing track, so bass, drums, any effects that may come with it, and that is over the top acoustic there. So this is going to be the second part of the track. So if I just scoot along here, you'll see the guitar stop. Now there is a reason for that. It's because that is the intro then finished at that point. Check out the track, honestly, it's a brilliant song. It's just so nicely done. Chad Kroger's voice in it is just phenomenal. But what I will say is a lot of people kind of give Status Quo a bit of slack because they always talk about, or people who say that they don't know how to play more than three chords. So this song is literally three chords with about two parts going up to a fourth chord, and even at that, it's just two frets up and that's it. One guitar is literally stuck on those three chords the entire time. So what we're going to do is we're going to record the first part of the electric. So what I'm going to do is I've got my Hutchins guitar just now, and when I go on to the second guitar, so what I'll just point out, so if I just turn this up, you should hopefully hear that okay. So the first guitar is on drop D tuning, so which means it's not standard tuning, and the top string is not on E, it's on D, which means if I had to do like a power chord, which you normally see, so the top string, for example, would be on one fret, and then the two under that will be two up along that. Instead, this just eliminates that, and it basically just creates one bar to create that same effect. So it means as well we can have a power chord on open strings, which is really handy as well. So this is literally just open, second fret, fifth fret, and at one point it goes up to the seventh. So that's that one guitar, and then on the second guitar it's going to be that power chord, the initial power chord, but the tuning wouldn't change on that guitar because the top string isn't being used. It's literally coming down to the fifth, fourth and third string. No, is that right? Yeah, we're kind of right. So, and all that's doing is up here, then it comes up to 10 and 12, then it drops to 5 and 7, and back up to 7 and 9. Now what I will need to do for this is I'll be swapping guitars for it, just to kind of, I'm recording the video for this as well, so it goes up on YouTube and on my LinkedIn, what I referred to as Sunday Strum. And what I'll do just to differentiate the fact there's two separate guitars playing separate things, so you can see the different guitars. I didn't do that with the first one because the song is a bit too hard and heavy for my classical guitar, so I've just done it twice on the acoustic, but there's different effects. So what we'll do is, the plan is we're going to record this, we're going to create the stems and all that. I'll show you how this all works on SoundBridge as well, and once we've recorded everything, we've got everything happy, we get it all lined up, we will then start to produce it here on the stream. So it's just going to be a little bit of fun. I'm hoping to maybe go to about 7 o'clock roughly. Now when I'm playing, you're not going to be able to hear the backing track. I'll hear it on my side. I will have the microphone down, purely because this will record both audio and guitar if I have the microphone up. And yes, I'll also be looking at the tablature on the screen right here. So if you don't see me looking at the camera a lot, I'll be looking here just to make sure I've got my timing right, and obviously the notes right as well. But yeah, I think we should just kind of get right into this. I mean, it's simple enough. Yeah, I might not talk a lot for this. But yeah, if you're in the chat room, come say hi, say hello, let me know you're here. Tell your friends, tell your family if they're into that sort of thing. But yeah, let's just have some fun with this, So at the same time, I'm going to be recording this. So what you'll see on your screen, if I just come, just make it look a lot. how it should. So see this little bit here? That's my second camera because the webcam will not record and stream at the same time unless I'm doing this, which I am. So this is all going to go up on the stream playlist on YouTube as well. If you want to search for it, just go into YouTube, search Hockey Goth. Hopefully it pops up. I've only got like 90 subscribers. For me, that's a lot. That's a lot. It's a repurposed channel. Don't tell anyone. But yeah, I'm thinking let's just get straight into this. It's gonna be good fun. So I'll just switch the screens again. There we go. Wait. There we go. So there you go. There we've got Soundbridge up there. Yeah, and once it is time to produce, get everything in line, I will swap everything back. So then you'll be able to hear this live, how we produce it and all that. But yeah, that's really all there is to it just now. So I'm going to mute the mic just now. I will have my headphone on one ear so I can hear what I'm playing, and my speakers in the room here will pick up, or the speakers will have my backing track, so I can listen to that as well. Listen to the click. The click, thankfully, will not be recorded either, which is handy because we don't want to click all the way through it. And yes, once we get that part down, we can have a listen back to it, and then we'll swap guitars and take it from there. So for now, the mic's going down. But just before we do start, I was playing about with this, and the chords are essentially a blues riff. So you'll probably recognise, like, if I do something like, in fact, I'll just take that distortion off so you can hear it properly. And I'll turn it down a bit, it's a bit loud. So if I'm playing this, that is literally just the chords to this, except it's kind of being played in reverse, so it's like down here. But it's a blues riff, but it's played in reverse, so to speak. Anyway, we're going to go into this. I'm just going to crank that up again. I'm going to switch that to fuzz, so we get that nice metal, that death metal blues of. I would love a death metal blues band. If anyone's into it, drop a little note in the chat. I think it's a good fun thing to do, wouldn't it? Anyway, so mic's going off. Let's just record this. There'll be a little bit of silence at the start because the backing track is just playing the first or the end part of verse 2, and I'll come in and you all you hear is, and then you'll know where we're starting, okay? But yeah, I'll be viewing the tablature notes here just to make sure I'm getting everything right, timing's right, and then we'll throw it into Soundbridge and we'll have a listen back to them, and we'll see how it goes. I'm not guaranteeing this will be perfect. It probably won't be perfect, but that's not a bad thing because me doing this is learning. Okay, so right, enough talk. We've been talking already for 15 minutes. Let's just do some music, shall we? Yeah. currently having some really bad problems with the tab sheet at the moment. I don't know what's going on. I might just do this silent, unfortunately. We shall see. We shall see. I don't know what the Ultimate Guitar website. But we press on. We press on. We'll see what happens. Let's try it. I don't know if you can hear that, but everything just sounds so out of whack and it's so strange. I'm not sure what's causing it or why it's happening. So because of that, it's really taking me off my rhythm. So I also forgot to record. So that's let's try it again, shall we? We'll get there one day, I'm sure. You know what? It might even just be the one part getting done. But that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, might need to be that way. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it on the iPad here, so there's no interference between this and the stream because it could easily be because of that. So yeah, it's just going to have to be that, unfortunately. I don't know if maybe because he's just so slow at the moment. So the application version of Ultimate Guitar is actually really good as well. So if you are interested in getting something like that, not a sponsor, but it's actually a really good it's a really good system. So I would recommend it completely. Okay, so shall we? We do persevere. Alrighty, because that's not working at all, and we'll try it again. Alrighty, take 40 million already, I think. Alright, so that kind of seemed to work. I could hear this okay, I could hear this okay, so I'm quite happy with that. So, what we'll do is I'll just pull this down so worry exactly right as to where everything's going. But we will kind of check peaks on it. Oh, peak. So that's an adjustment we need to make, which is what all this over here is for. So we'll get onto that in a bit. Just before we move on, just gonna check anything's in the chat. Nobody's in the chat, but please, if you are in the chat, please say hello. Love to know if you're here. But yes, so next part is I need to swap guitar over. So just for this, if I pull out the the jack too quickly, you're just gonna hear a pop. So speaker goes off underneath the desk here. Something I like doing is with my guitar straps is I used to, when I was in school, I used to have like, you know, like whenever we went to like Flip or Hellfire, I used to have the little button badges like that size, and they're like had your favourite band on it or something like that. I remember my guitar strap was just covered in them, and it actually got really heavy at one point, along with the weight of my Strat at the time. So yeah, I've always got, oh heck, I've always got a different badge on each strap. So this one I've got for any of my fans. You can see that. Yeah. There you go. Big blue shell. We all know what that's like. Yeah. The sentiments there are exact, aren't they? One thing we hate getting hit with the blue shell. And I'll get onto this pin badge in a little bit because this one's actually quite nice. Quite nice. Oh, check this out. I haven't even showed you guys this yet. If I make any noise, my lights will flash and change colour. Pretty cool, isn't it? And I've actually got a guitar pick here I really wanted to use, but it's very dense and I don't really want to use it because it's more of a... Oh, please excuse me. It's more for a bass guitar, so... Don't you see that? Like that there. I'm playing something. As I say, it's quite a dense kind of pick. It's probably going to wreck this guitar if I do try it. So yeah, that was actually something I got off of AliExpress of all places. Not a bad find. The only issue was it took about 4 weeks to get here, but that's AliExpress, isn't it? Alrighty, plug in my Strat. This is actually my very first guitar. I've kept it all these years. Absolutely love this guitar. So how does that sound just now? Try a tuner on this one. That's alright, actually, it's alright. Okay, so, yeah, just a little bit about this pin badge. Now, this is actually given to me by a very good friend of mine and an awesome tattoo artist. Working on it, and we're getting the droids done as well. This is by my tattooist, Jaggy Lee, her name is, so please check her out on Instagram. An amazing artist, just an amazing person just to kind of chat to as well. A lot of people think that hairdressers can sometimes be a bit of a therapist, but Lee has no doubt surpassed being just a tattoo friend and yeah, a bit of a therapist as well. Lee, thank you very much. But yes, shall we move on to the next part? So, as I've said, just for continuity, I've changed guitar so you can see it's a different part of the track, different guitar altogether. So this one is getting played up here, as I say. So it's what I'm going to do though is, any guitarists out there that are watching this, I would recommend getting yourself some of this GHS Fast Fret. You can get it on Amazon. Relatively simple to pick up. It does say please be careful, it's non-toxic, but just in case, just don't stick it in your mouth. I know what you're going to do. This looks like a glue stick on. It's a good polisher, but also it does add a slide onto the fretboard as well, so I recommend picking that up. I think that cost about £9 or something, but it'll last you forever. Well, I've got this tub and it's guitar picks. Again, AliExpress for the guitar picks. I think it was about £3 for about 50. Various shapes, sizes, and all that. I've got some little 3D printed skull up there as well. You can't really see it in the camera, but hey, yo, we're here. Not recording that, just make sure everything's okay, tuning wise. Right, so we're at 6:30 just now, probably go for another half hour. Hopefully by that time we can maybe start producing. Hopefully. So I'm just going to add a new line here. You can't see this pop up, but that's a bad thing. Mark 2 stroke 1. That's just for me to differentiate between. Boom, there we go. Board on this line. Mute all the other lines so back in the video can rather than have to fight over what's there. But yeah, just same again. I'm just going to go back onto Ultimate Guitar on the iPad, and I'm going to change my backing track so I can hear exactly what it is I'm going to be playing, and so I can see what I'm playing as well, which also makes perfect sense, doesn't it? But again, it's going to be quiet because you're not going to be able to hear what I'm hearing here. I did realise that when I was playing it the first time, you could hear through the PC, which is actually quite good, and it's going to be easier for me for my setup. Brilliant! So let's just crack on with this. I'm gonna start with that guitar, and yeah, make as you go. I'm just having to think to myself, my other camera's just died on. Believe it or not, it's actually just my phone. Yeah, it's dead. It died on me. That's what I've been using to record my video. It's actually a better quality camera than this camera here. How am I going to do this in the edit then? Yeah, I might just use this footage. Why not? Why not? No, it just shows that how things work and whatnot. It's great fun. Alright, so let's just get on with it because I'm itching. Not done, but itching to move on to the next one. Because, you know, it is good fun. What I will do just now, I'm just going to take a quick pause. Just put my phone on charge. So I shall be back in a second. Hello, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So, where did we leave off? We left off on I had to go and charge up a camera for this video, but it's absolutely fine. As I said, I'm just going to use this footage that we've got here. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly adjust that camera just so you can point up a little bit. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. That's a little bit better, isn't it? You can kind of see top of my head now, which is good. Alright, so the past half hour we've been recording the first part of the second part of Guitar of Leader of Men by Nickelback. We know Nickelback can sometimes be a bit boring contention as people are like, oh, I don't like Nickelback. And I was having this discussion recently as to why people think that, and it's because of potentially the oversaturation, the overplaying they've had in the past, 20 years or something like that. I remember going to see them in either 2002 or 2003. They were playing the SECC in Glasgow, supported by, and I remember this quite vividly, a band called Do Me Bad Things, and there was another band, you might know them, Irish band called Ash, who were there as well. I can't remember what album it was they were promoting. But yeah, Justin Hawkins was an absolute mess that night. Oh wait, no, I'm not. I'm talking about I'm talking about the Darkness for some reason. But yes, Ash and Do Me Bad Thing supported the Darkness. That's what it was. Nickelback were supported by a Canadian band called Spam. I'll be honest, I haven't heard much of theirs since. I didn't know who they were at the time either. Bearing in mind, I was 11 years old at the time, going to see Nickelback with my dad. Of what I remember, it was a great night. They did some good versions of their own songs, obviously, and they did a really nice version of the acoustic version of "Hero" that Chad Kroeger and Josie Scott did for the Spider-Man movie. It was a brilliant version as well. It was just Chad and his brother on stage, but it wasn't the full band. But yeah, it was a really good night. Of what I remember, being 11 years old. Wow, that was 20 years ago. I have just shat the bed. Figuratively, not literally. Anyway, if you're in the chat, hello to everyone who's watching. Please just drop a quick hello, just to let me know that you're here. What I'm going to do is, as we did before, I'm going to jump onto Ultimate Guitar on my iPad here, so I can see the chords, see the notes. You're not going to hear the backing track. What you will hear is basically the etc. for this top layer. Once we've done that, we're happy with it, we'll get it lined up, and then we'll get everything produced to sound the way we want it to sound. So yeah, I think we're just going to batter on with the rest of this. It's going to be what it is. So let's just see what happens, shall we? So mic's going down, so there's no need having the backing track clicking away in the background here, and then it being fed into the recording. There's no need for that. But yeah, I'm just going to batter in with this. And also, Lee, if you're watching, thank you very much again. I'm going to put this stream up again somewhere. Yeah, just that's all I'll say. so many bum notes and that. I think I'm just going to re-record that one because it wasn't great at all. You probably heard it as well. There's points where I just completely missed the mark and missed strings altogether. So I'm going to re-record that one, I think, for safety's sake, because I don't want to put something that just sounds, you know, what the hell, that'll do. So yeah, I'm going to give it another bash. Alright, bit happy with that now. So, this is the fun part. I say the fun part, the whole thing's been fun, don't get me wrong. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, there we go, there's the speaker off, and so I can unplug. And give me a second. Come hat. Come back, hat. Need you. Got you. Right, there we go. So, we have now recorded Leader of Men by Nickelback. So, what we're going to do is, as you can see on screen here, this is our stems. So, every single line here will represent what's referred to as a stem. If I scroll up, you can see, as I said before, this is the first part, just the opening guitar. So this has already got reverb on it in effect. As you can see over to the right here, we've got chorus and flanger with EQ on it to allow the bass to build, make it clearer. The flanger will have that kind of wobble to it, which is what the original track has already. And then here we've got the bass, the drums, basically the backing track that I needed for. I can't play drums and I don't have a bass guitar to do that side myself. If I did, I would, but I don't. So next section, this is the acoustic guitar, which is the pan mute. So just for demonstration's sake, this is all done on the acoustic guitar. Another pin badge. Shout out to Lily Bakes Cakes and Partick in Glasgow. Smashing place. Totally recommend it. So when we talk about a pan mute, we're going to have full chord on. So it's like that, but the side of the hand here, side of the palm, will rest on the strings to create that muffled sound. So if I release that and keep it on, it just sounds like that. Which is basically what the first part of the song is. So it's basically like instead of just doing it doesn't sound as nice, so we dampen it. etc. So that's how we do a pan mute. So very simple movement. It's using loads of things, using a lot of Slipknot as well, obviously. But it's very handy to have if you're composing a song. So I recommend that if you're writing anything. So I'm just going to unplug the headphones. I don't really need the point. My 3D printed headphone holder. The wall. Anyway, so here we go. This is our track. And now what we need to do is we need to try and line all this up. And this is where I was looking at the peaks. So, basically going to turn it down, here, turn it up. It's going to go right. That for so what I think it looks like is right here. So marker, I want that to out there. So I'm thinking that's where that's going. This. Right. I'm pretty much right. That is exactly what it would be. So by proxy, this should then like good within theory. So that and make sure that's right. So I'm actually quite happy the way that just lined up so well. I'm actually really surprised how well it has lined up. So with that in mind, what I want to do is I want to start producing this line here. So now, as you can see on the left here, but different. These are pre-built with SoundBridge. I haven't downloaded any further. This is what I would basically use. So I can. What I'd like to do is first of all play out the EQ, and I just want to make sure bass, resonance, all that is fine before going any further. Play in the background. Now you see how that changes the sound of it. Now you can't see the EQ unfortunately on screen, so I'm playing about with that. So it's actually making different noises with it. So you hear the difference now. I've played about the EQ and it's given me that kind of nice deep metal sound, which I really love. what I can also do as well is I'm just going to test this, see how it sounds. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We can put chorus on. So I'd like to try that really quickly. Don't like it. What else have we got that we can use? A reverb on it, that might give it some room to it. Now I like what that's done, so I'm going to keep that. Now I'm not going to touch that anymore because I think that's just fine the way it is. But what I am going to do is we're now going to go back and look at the first one. I say the first one, this one right here. So it's been unmuted. Now you can hear it's very, very raw, very tinny. What I want to do is I'm going to copy the EQ from the first guitar onto the second guitar and see what that does to it. Just as it was, let's see. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to adjust this bass on the EQ ever so gently. I'm going to keep that bit at the end in. I'll take that bit out though. So that is our track that we just recorded. So yeah, that's been really good so far. So I think we're now at a stage to listen to the whole thing. Now this is the part that's really daunting for me because this is the part where I really pick up directions, not just in the track but how I play as well. It's not that it annoys me, it's just that I get in my own head with what I can and can't do, which is understandable. I'm sure everyone does it with what they do as well. So I'm just going to fire that right back to the start, and what I need to do is I need to take out this click here. So this is the click from the backing track. This all needs to come out as well. So and I want to go Control A, everything down right to the start, just like that. Alright, now I do have a little bit of overhang here which equates to 5 seconds. I don't really want that. I'm going to trim that as well. Out, Control A again, and lay it all down. So it's now going to be a bit more uniform. So I'm going to switch off the mic. Kind of want to switch off everything else, but we won't. Yeah, so for me it's quite daunting. Anyone else feels the same, but it's yeah, it's PC doing something. Oh, and that's not what I want. There we go. Sorry, it's just so warm in here. Tesco's own brand Summer Fruit are joined basically recording Leader of Men by Nickelback. This is basically what you're seeing in front of you. The recorded, or if it's not, you can't even see it. Everything you can see second is the full recorded stream or stems of the track. So I'm just about to press play on this for the first time for the whole thing. So these two top green stems here, recorded them yesterday and the day before, and these two down here have been recorded today, and I've just realised I need to take something out before we press play on this. So I need to take that bit. There we go, because we don't want to have any kind of vamping prior to it. Alright. So I'm just going to turn down the mic. I'm going to turn up the desktop audio for this, so you can hear it a bit better. And yeah, let's see how this goes. We'll feedback in a second, okay? So how long? Just short of 4 minutes. So yeah, drop a hi in the chat if you are watching for the first time. If you're just watching in general, hello. This is recorded. I'm going to put it up on YouTube under the stream playlist. Just jump on YouTube, search for Hockey Goth. Hopefully I pop up. As I say, I've only got 90. Please be 91. Oh well, let's see what happens. Okay, so let's see how this track plays out. I need to unmute everything, don't I? Let's try that, shall we? A bit and see if that works. so that's it. Bit of personal feedback that I've noticed, so it's probably been my own feedback. I'm well, as my feedback, but my own kind of fault for it. Right at the start, the opening riff was a little bit out of time, but that's been my own fault. I've probably not listened to the click as much as I should have, but it does catch up once the drums kick in, which I'm happy about. And I'm really happy with what we recorded today. So these two parts here, I'm really happy with that. Yeah, it's kind of worked out really well. I recorded this actually. Oh god, when was it? Probably about 3-4 months ago. Just on a whim to see how it would go, and it was all right. It was okay. It wasn't as polished as this, even though I'm not saying this is brilliant or groundbreaking. I'm just happy with how it kind of came out. So yeah, let me know what you think as well. If you're in the chat, come say hello. Come let me know what you think. Other than that, it's going to be on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, let me know what you think. Hell, tag Nickelback. Show them this. Chad says hi. That'd be really cool. Hey Chad. But yeah, that has been today's stream. If you want to follow me, there's my Instagram at WildHaggisCallum. On YouTube, Hockey Goth. TikTok is Hockey Goth as well, I think. I can't remember. Barely use it. But yeah, you want to support me as well, you can jump on to Wild Haggis Protein on Instagram as well. Check that out. Check out the website. Other than that, yeah, thanks very much for joining me today. Hopefully have another one of these soon. My plan is I've got a list of things I really want to either learn or record. I've set up a playlist on Spotify actually of things like I want to do this, 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 and this. I'll just quickly go through it if it hurries up and loads. Come on, anyone else get that? AC just goes so slow when they've got like a camera running or something else running in the background. So yeah, one of them I really want to do My Chemical Romance. Na na na. I actually started to learn. Very very simple kind of opening riff. I thought it was so difficult, but it's not. It's actually quite a simple riff. Get a lot. Right, so yeah, so that's just all up in the kind of. Oh wait, I'm just. Yeah, so na 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 MCR is very. And so on. What else we got? We got Zombie by the Cranberries. It's song. So on. Night Moves by Bob Seger. I really want to do that. Black Wedding. In This Moment, Rob Halford. That great song to learn. Now, I'm actually quite a fan of Insane Clown Posse. Don't judge me because of that. I wanted to put Halls of Illusion because Slash actually wrote the solo for that one. But there's other tracks as well. Like so, I learned how to play Homies by them. How's it go? The tune's gone off. There we go, got it now. Band of Horses, The Funeral, that was a brilliant song. You might remember it if I did that. Oh, wrong one. That Joan Jett and the Blackhearts for Loving You. Have you heard of Ned Flanders death metal band called Oakley Dokley? So they've got a song called White Wine Spritzer. I want to learn that as well. Play that too. Money Game by Ren. Such a good song. Literally just. Look at that. Let's see, Faith by Limp Bizkit. That was a brilliant cover, wasn't it? If you've not played that yet, absolutely brilliant. The cat scratching at the door there. What else? What else have we got? Sweet Dreams, Marilyn Manson's version of the Eurythmics. Another one to learn. Corona, Minutemen, you know that one. It's the Jackass theme. More Slipknot, Circle Vermilion. The intro by XX. Oh, I did know how to play that. I've kind of forgotten it now. Snuff by Slipknot. I've kind of started to learn that. So this is about it. There's a drop C, so a lot deeper than that. Smashing Pumpkins, Bullet with Butterfly Wings. So much more that I've got there. Paramore, The Only Exception, started learning that as well. So. Things like that. So I've got so much I want to learn, so much I want to play. Be on YouTube, probably try and stream some of it, and it's also going to be on my LinkedIn under the hashtag Sunday Strum. So if you're on LinkedIn, please search for the Sunday Strum. You'll find me, you'll find my posts. They come out every Sunday just for a bit of fun. Anyway, until then, till next time, thank you for joining me today. This is going to be up quite soon, don't know how long, but yeah, hope you had fun, hope you join me again soon. Until then, peace. Hope you had fun, hope you join me again soon. Had fun. Join me again soon.